So Chiefs, what do you think about them winning their division? What are your thoughts and your takes on the Chiefs right now for the season?
Man, the AFC West is getting more challenging, especially with Denver, especially with the Raiders here and there, but Chargers always. But being able to pull that out, I think we will. We've been doing it for the last few years. I shouldn't say few years, like 7, 8 years. I mean, it's been a long while, and I don't think anything will quite change. They will get closer, to the number one spot, but Chiefs will have it.
So the next one is, so within the division with the Chiefs, who do you think is the biggest threat to the Chiefs? Do you think it's going to be AFC or an NFC team?
Denver.
Denver.
Well, I think in the division, Denver is the closest team to us in our division that'll give us a little bit of challenge. But I tell you what, the Ravens. I think the Ravens it would be the closest team to us in the AFC when it comes down to the AFC Championship. It'll probably be Chiefs and Ravens.
Now you mentioned Denver, and we always know, even to my days, even it didn't depend. It did not matter how good you were as a team and what your record was. Do you think that still holds true to where when you play a rivalry within your division like Denver, is it a situation where it doesn't matter what the score is. It doesn't even matter what your record is. Those two teams, Chiefs and Denver, seems to always be a difficult game. I don't know if it's about the Chiefs going to Denver and having to get acclimated to the climate or whatever it is. But there's always a situation, and I know you experienced this too. Tell me a little bit if you experienced that situation with Denver, going in there and facing them at home.
Oh yeah, you go out there for warm up. I mean, you come back in before the game. You're like, I mean, really almost like kind of like weirded out because you're so tired, and you're like, man. But you have to get your second win in those climates. But Denver is always a dogfight. It always been that, and you're right. You any team in the division, you can kind of throw the records out just because we know each other the best, and it's just going to be a really really good old school match every time. But Denver's that team where you say, hey, they are trying to keep up with the Chiefs, and they're looking good right now. So
Derrick, tell me your takes on the Bills. What do you think have you known and have you seen that they got a new uniform? There's these different uniforms that are going out, a little bit retro, but they have like an all white, seems like a dark navy blue helmet. They've got a new jersey going on, but as far as the Bills, what do you think? What's your take on them?
yeah, I saw that the other day. I don't know if I like that. I actually like the old school, the old school Bills uniforms. But Josh Allen, man, he's a warrior, man. He's a warrior. I mean, it really comes down at the end of the year, which is kind of crazy to say, but this is tells you how good the teams and their are. But it'll be the Chiefs at the end of the day. It'll be the Ravens, maybe Bengals, Bills. I mean, they beat us last year at their house, so I mean, it's one of those things where they are right on our heels, and we got to keep fighting.
Well, here's one team that's another division team. It's the Chargers. And so, what do you think? Got any thoughts on the Chargers and how they'll do this season?
Yeah, every time I get up on the Chargers, they have a couple good players, and I think they're gonna do something, and they just they just are not interested at the moment. They got some really good players, but you know, they're getting better, but until I see something where they can make some noise in the playoffs, man, it's just they're not to the days of Philip Rivers and LT anymore.
Yeah, so they've definitely taken a step back, but I think they'll definitely try to capitalize as much as they can. Those are the types of teams that you got to watch out for. You can't let them get that quick little win off of you during the season. So I think definitely Chiefs are going to have a great season. Looking forward to it. I think I'm with you. I think the Chiefs are going to be successful. I think they'll win the division as well. They've got to be careful for obviously Denver and what they've got going over there with Bo Nix being back there and leading that team. But I think they'll be very successful. But I just want to send a shout out again to Bet365 for this opportunity with the picks of the week. And so, Derrick, I definitely want to get your last takes, man. Just as far as the Chiefs are concerned, with all of the notoriety that they have, do you think there's going to be a distraction with the new news that has happened with Kelsey? Is there going to be a distraction? What do you think?
I don't think so, not at all. Just because that's kind of how Andy rolls, and all the high character, big time superstars respect Andy. So whatever's going on off the field usually has no bearing on the team. He sets it up that way. But I think he's been handling it really well. Travis has been handling it really well thus far. But Andy's a little bit looser now, like just because we've had so much success, and even with being popular off the field with Kelsey and Taylor, I think they're handling it well, honestly. So I don't think it'd be a distraction.
I want to go ahead and talk to you about something inspirational. Call it bringing it home, right? And so, if you were to tell a young guy that's on the football field something inspirational, what are some of the things that you might leave him with?
Oh man, really, just being able to handle adversity. If you can't, if you want to ever be great, you have to handle adversity. If you're not going to handle adversity, then everything's going to fall apart. Being able to respond the right way when something that doesn't favor you just has great benefits, man. It really does, and that really tests who you are as a person. Everybody's good when everything's going well, but what happens when you have a bad play? What happens when you have a bad game or a bad practice? What happens? How do you respond? Makes the whole difference. Not losing your confidence. So just being able to be that warrior.
Yeah. So, Derrick, if you were yourself, what was it that you told yourself back in the day when you had to pull yourself out of that? When there was a bad situation, maybe there was a defensive play there was assignment that was missed. What was it that you even told yourself back then?
Yeah. Reps remove doubt. You got to remember that. Like when you work on your craft. So when you get into pressure situations or game like situations, it's not the time to get nervous. It's not the time to get tight. It's the time really to show what your work's been doing. Let your work for yourself. And I'm always trying to be a positive talk to myself, like a positive voice that's an encourager. Because if you can't encourage yourself, if it's always external, if it's always motivating for others to bring you up, how about being dedicated, being able to encourage yourself during times where you need that in that inner core. And man, it's really been a dream and a blessing actually for me to go through hard times, because now you can speak about it with conviction and tell others on how to overcome adverse moments.
Yeah, it definitely is a true testament to us as football players because of the things that we go through, whether it's physical or mental, or even if it's just with family and friends. There's always different types of obstacles and struggles like that.
Breaking news from Bet365. New customers, Priest, $5. You just bet that and you can get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So sign up, place a bet for $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose.
Bonus bets can be used on the spread, player props, futures, and so much more. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER in Arizona, Colorado, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and Virginia. Or 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa. 21 plus only. 18 plus in Kentucky. Please gamble responsibly, and you must be present in Arizona, Colorado, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, and Kentucky, as well as Louisiana and select parishes. Maryland, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and Virginia. $10 minimum deposit required. Terms and conditions apply. In-app only.
This has been a Playmaker production.